Welcome back, everybody, to a new week of math. We'll continue with measurement this week. Last week we were measuring length, then we expanded that a little bit and we were measuring the perimeter, the outside of objects. This week we're going to continue measuring area of objects, and I'll explain what I mean in a minute. Let's first make sure you have all your materials ready for today. You will need page 232, page 243 and 244, and 235 from your math workbook. You will also need the worksheet that's labeled Tuesday. Take a second to make sure you have all your supplies and hit the play button when you're ready to begin. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our work for the day. Let's take a look at this rectangle that I have. What are some things about this rectangle that you could measure? Let's think about that. You're probably thinking, now you know a little bit about using a ruler, that you could measure the width, you could measure the length of this rectangle. You could also measure the perimeter of this rectangle. There's one more thing we could measure with this rectangle, and we could measure the space inside it. If this space was a floor in your living room and your mom and dad wanted to buy a rug, you would want to know how big of a rug you could buy, how big of a rug would fit your space. You would need to know the measurement of that space so you don't buy a rug that's too small or too big. So when you want to measure the space inside a flat area, we say that's the area. You want to measure the area of that space. Now, looking back at our rectangle, we want to measure the area inside this. And if you look at this, you're probably thinking how this reminds you of an array from earlier in the year. And you're thinking, if this is a 10 by 8 rectangle, there are 80 squares in this space. And you'd be right. The measurement of the area of this rectangle is 80 square units. Let's go ahead and try some more. I want you to find page 243. Looks like this. And we'll find the area of rectangles. So to measure the space, we could simply just use color tiles to figure out how much space is inside this. You don't have color tiles at home, so let's just do this together, okay? So I want to see how many color tiles will fit in this space. That will tell me the size of this space. Okay, notice how when I use the color tiles, there aren't any gaps like this in between, or I don't have any overlaps. So let's fix that space. Now let's go ahead and count the square inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The area of this rectangle is 12 square inches. Now you could do this at home. We know there are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 across the top and 3 on the side. We would have said that this is an array that has 3 rows with 4 in each. You could draw that. I'm just going to pencil sketch. I'm not going to stress if they're not exactly even. There's our 3 rows. And now we're going to put 4 in each. (12 square inches). The area is the space inside 12 square inches. Let's look at the second one, number 2. This rectangle. I'm going to find the area. I'm going to cover it with my color tiles. No gaps, no overlaps, so we have an accurate measurement. Okay, so I have my rectangle covered with my color tiles. Let's count how many square inches. It's a little off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 square inches. The area is 12 square inches. It's 2 rows with 6 columns. Okay? You're going to find area is pretty simple because you're really good with multiplication. And we did a lot with arrays in the beginning of the year. Whoops. That is not at all relatively equal. Okay. So let's go ahead and draw what that would look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 rows with 6 in each. 12 square inches. Okay, let's try another one. This is smaller. Let's find the area of this rectangle. Again, I'm covering it up, covering that space within a shape up, making sure there's no overlap or gaps in between. Let's count the square inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This rectangle has an area of 5 square inches. And we can draw what that looks like. Five square inches. Okay, let's try another one on the back. So let's turn your page over. Remember, we're finding the amount of space inside this flat shape. Okay, we are finding this space inside. If I wanted to measure all the way around and find the perimeter, I could, but today we're just finding this space inside. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start covering up. Using my color tiles to find the square inches, how many it takes, being mindful to close those gaps as I see them. There we go. Okay, let's take a look. It's covered, no gaps, no overlaps. Let's find the area in square inches. All I need to do is count the square inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 square inches. Some of you are probably thinking that you could use multiplication as a shortcut. You could multiply 7 times 2 to give you the area of 14. And you could definitely do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and find that page I asked you to get, marked Tuesday, finding the area of shapes. These are much smaller squares. These are centimeter. These are the size of a centimeter. Each side of this square measures a centimeter long. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to have you take a minute to work on these 9 problems, record the answers, in using square centimeters. I'll do the first one with you. So looking at this square, let's just simply count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This side is 3, that side is 3, 9 square centimeters. We label it square centimeters because the whole square is being used to measure the space. Hit the pause button, go ahead and finish the other 8. When you're done, hit play, and then you can check your work. Okay, let's go ahead and check your work. Let's try letter B, simply counting the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square centimeters. Let's try C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The area is 7 square centimeters. Okay, looking at D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This area is 5 square centimeters. Remember, when we measure area, all we're doing is we're just finding the space inside an object. All right, let's go ahead and try E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 square centimeters. Take a second to compare C and E. They both have the same area, but notice how their shape is different. Okay, let's try F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an area of 6 square centimeters. Okay, let's look at G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 square centimeters. H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square centimeters. And the last one, measuring the space within this boundary here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 square centimeters. Okay, so today we were practicing finding the area, which is the amount of space inside a flat shape. Last week we did perimeter and length. Today we're adding one more measurement to our little measurement toolkit, and that is area. For homework today, it's just going to be a review of something that we've done a while ago. Let's just kind of keep those addition skills fresh. Here is your homework. How many more? You need to find what number, when added to 116, would get you to 250. This number line here is to help you. Let's do number 1 together. If 116 is your starting number, we want to stop at 250. Let's find out how big of a jump that is. Okay, let's get to friendly numbers. We're at 116. Let's get to those friendly benchmarks of 10. Let's jump 4 and get to 120. Okay, now let's go friendlier. Let's make a jump of 80 and we'll be at 200. And now a jump of 50 takes us to 250. Where's our answer? Our answer is on top of the number line. Add it all together. 80 plus 50 plus 4. 130 plus 4. 134. Okay, so let's use those friendly benchmarks to figure out what the second addend is. Okay, good luck. Tomorrow we'll do some more measuring. and continue that for the rest of the week with area. Good luck. Have a good day.